Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is our next homework activity, and it's simple, it's straightforward. I'm going to go over what to do, and I think you'll have it done pretty quickly. So it shouldn't take too much time. All you need to do is look at a map, describe a temperature or precipitation for, I believe, 6 different areas, and you're done. It could be as quick as 5 minutes for you. It may take 10 minutes, but it's a very short assignment, very easy to do. So, to be clear, there's a precipitation map. Teams 5 through 8 will do the precipitation map, which is miniaturized right there. And if you're teams 1 through 4, your teammates and you, teams 1 through 4, will only do the temperature map, which is this one right here. That's the temperature map. So if you're teams 5 through 8, precipitation map. If you're teams 1 through 4, you do the temperature map. Tomorrow, or Friday morning, we'll share our results between each teams, so you get all the information you need. But each team will do half of the task. So teams 1 through 4, you're on it. You get to do the temperature. Teams 5 through 8 gets to do this. So let's look at each map separately so we can kind of get a sense of how to look at it, the different regions you need to identify, and move forward. So we'll start with, let's see here. So here is the temperature map, and depending on the color on Earth, you have a particular temperature for it. So if you see a purple color, and we only use Celsius, so we're only using these Celsius, right? In science class, we just use the metric system, and that's Celsius. So if it's in purple, it's about negative 40 degrees Celsius. And you see purple or very cold. Negative 40 is very cold, well below freezing. You see it at the bottom, southern hemisphere, and a little section of it in the northern hemisphere. If you see blue, dark blue, that's around, if I had to estimate, it's a little warmer than negative 20. So it's probably about negative 17 degrees dark blue. And you can see dark blue up the top here and a band of dark blue here also. So it's about negative 18, negative 17 degrees Celsius. And then all the way up to these warmer zones, and you see them here. F and E and B tend to be in warmer areas, and you can see the red zone here. And the hottest it gets to on the map is 30 degrees Celsius. So 30 degrees Celsius is above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So as you identify the temperatures for A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it looks like 7 regions. So 7 different places on Earth. You just have to look at the color of that area and jot down the temperature. So if let's say that you were looking right at India, India would be about here. And India's in the red, so I would say it's about 25 degrees Celsius if we were doing India, just as an example. All right, let's look at the worksheet and see what that would look like for temperature, how we would document that. So if we were doing temperature, you can see there's a blank here. So on your worksheet, you would say, for example, if you saw that that region happened to be really red, you might put 25 C for Celsius. If region B happened to be really cold, it might be negative 20 degrees Celsius, right? So all you do for your homework, if you're teams 1 through 4, so teams 1 through 4 have to do the temperatures for these 3 regions plus these 3 regions. So region D, E, and F. So you just do the temperature for this one too, this one, and this one. And that's all you got to do. A, B, C, D, E, F. If your teams 5 through 8, you're responsible for doing precipitation. And precipitation is how many millimeters of rain that an area received. So how much rain for a particular area. And you have area A, B, C, D, E, and it's hard to see, but it's F right here in this very dark zone here, right in South America. So those 6 areas, you'll identify based on color the number of millimeters of rain that they received in 1 year. So let's use example G as to make it clear. So example G does touch green, light blue, and dark blue. But if I had to give G a specific amount of precipitation, I would go with a light blue, since most of G is light blue in North America here. So I would go with, right here, this 500. 500 is the number you want. Millimeters are the first number it shows. So this is 3,000 millimeters, 2,000, 1,000, 500. And that's the number you have to pay attention to. The very first number after the color is the millimeters. So ignore the numbers that are in the brackets here. These numbers aren't what's needed. We're just using the numbers outside, right after the color. So you would take each one of these regions, and based on its color, you would identify what amount in millimeters of rain it gets. And then again, for any particular region, you would type in it received, and this is just an example, 2,000 mm for millimeters. And perhaps region B got less. You could say they only got 500 mm. And that's how you do it. And then that's all you have to do for your homework. Just for region A through F, based on your team number, you're just going to go ahead. So, in conclusion, if your teams 1 through 4, you only will do the temperature regions using the map, and you do in Celsius. And if your teams 5 through 8, you'll only do the precipitation map, and you'll do it in millimeters. Try your best to estimate what you think that amount of rain is, or what you think that temperature is. Just estimate, okay? Do your best to identify what temperature or amount of rain you think it is. And then you don't need to do anything else. That's all you do. We'll finish the rest in class, and we'll work together as a group to get things done.